Hello YouTube, it's your girl Nonso back again with another video, and of course today I'm in my beautiful uniform. Yeah, I may be wondering, oh, why is she in her uniform today? It's because from the title you already know I'm about to tell you guys about my basic training story. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you subscribe before you leave. If you're coming back, yeah, I'm like, oh gee, thank you for coming back. So I'm just gonna dive right into it because I have a lot to say. So today is the 28th of January, and today makes it 1 year that I shipped out to United States Army Basic Combat Training. Can I hear anything? So today makes it 1 year since I shipped out to my training. If you don't know what basic combat training is, it's a training where United States soldiers ship out and we're being trained to be soldiers, okay? And that is where you go to and they train you, they teach you weapons qualification, fitness, everything, okay? And it takes a while, you know. They tell us it's 9 weeks, but bruh, my basic training was 12 weeks. I don't know about anybody, but my basic training was 12 weeks. I'm gonna give you the breakdown, okay? We spent 1 week in reception, and then we had week 0, and then we had week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, week 9, and graduation week. That's what? 12 weeks. 12 weeks. Like it was longer than it should have. We were told, and this is just like an appreciation video because it's not been easy. It wasn't easy, you know. Looking at myself, I joined in 2018, April 17, 2018, and then I waited for my background check to be done, which was done in about October or so, and then I shipped out in January. If you had told me before April 2018 that I would be a soldier, I would not believe you. I'll look you in the face and say you're a liar. But look at me today. Look at me. Like basic training was hard, you know. It wasn't hard in terms of the activities and everything for me. It was hard because it was cold. That was like the middle of summer. The middle of winter, like it was cold, and I did my basic training in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. It was hard for me, and that was like my first time being away from family, being away from my phone, because I know if I have my phone I can always pick up my phone and call somebody or say hello to somebody. If I was feeling bad, I can always go to my phone, but I did not have my phone for the whole of 12 weeks. But then they gave us our phones like after like 4 weeks or 5 weeks. We started having our phones and we could call our family members and say hello, you know. We had 10 minutes to call whoever you wanted to call. I was away from family, I was away from my phone, I was away from life. Like I could count how many times we had bus rides. Like it was horrible, okay? I was on crutches for a long time. Like I had stress fractures on my both knees. I was on crutches. I was going through the trainings being on crutches. It was horrible. It is a story that, like, it is an experience that I do not want to relive. I don't wish it for anybody. And I was having so much anxiety. I had to think of my sister because my sister was shipping off like February. I was so worried. I was like, how is she going to cope? Like, this is not easy. How is she going to go through? It was so much for me to think about. Like, I had to pass PT test being on crutches. I remember my first PT test, like, I was just barely there. That one didn't count. It was just like to know your minimum. The second PT test, I passed. That was the first PT test. The first actual PT test that counted, I passed because I wasn't on crutches then. And then the second PT test, I failed because I was on crutches. Now we had one more PT test. That was the last PT test. I still took it being on crutches because I was like, hey, I want to graduate. But I took it and I failed again. Like, this was the point where I was like, I was feeling depressed. I was feeling bad. I was like, I came back to stay here like an extra day. Like, I didn't want to stay an extra day. I felt so bad. And then they gave us a trial PT test, like last chance, and I failed again. But then that one you had to make like, you had to make 60 points across the board to be able to pass. But they said if you made up to 50, that means you were close, and they would let you. The only problem I was having was my runs, because our PT test you had to do push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2 mile run. You had to do push-ups for 2 minutes, sit-ups for 2 minutes, and a 2 mile run. So my 2 mile run was what was making, like, was my problem, because my knees were hurting. So this was like, I made the 50 mac in my run. I made like a 57. Like, it was so close. Like, I cried so much. I was devastated. I felt bad. I felt like the world was coming to an end. I felt like I wasn't gonna graduate. But then I was able to make it, like, to go to the forge. That was one of our field exercises. So I went to the forge and we came back and they gave us a last chance. This one, I gave it my all. I was like, God, this is just like 20 minutes of my life. I was supposed to pass with an 18 minutes and 54 seconds, and I made 18 minutes. I was so excited. The motivation I used was my little sister, Chikaima. I was like, oh, Chikaima is waiting for me at the stop sign. Like, I was like, Chikaima is waiting for me. I need to go get her. I'm doing this for her. That she was my motivation. I was able to go through it. Like, I can't even tell you how I was able to make it, but after that day, my knees were swollen. Like, it was something else. Basic training, we had 3 field exercises: the hammer, the anvil, and the forge. So the hammer, we spent 1 night in the field. The second one, the hammer, we spent 2 nights in the field. And then the anvil, we spent 3 nights and 4 days in the field. So for the hammer, we did a 4K. Was it a 4K or Rockmatch? I don't remember how many kilometers we walked with our rucksacks, and our rucksacks was like 35 pounds, and we had to carry it and walk this whole distance. Some places were hilly, some places it was bad. Okay, it was bad. And the second one was the anvil, where we did the 12 kilometers rock match. That was the rock match that actually broke me. That was the rock match where my knees started giving out, and I had to go to sick call, and I found that my knees were messed up. And it was hard. We had to sleep in tents, like tiny tents. We had to sleep in those, and we had to like stay out there. No showers. We had our change of clothes. We basically just had wipes. You just go wipe yourself and all of those. And then the last one was the forge. We had 16 kilometers walking, going and walking, coming back. Like, that whole forge, we did a total of 50 kilometers walking. I don't know how I passed all these things looking back, but I'm just grateful to God. We had 3 nights out in the field and 4 days, no showers, no nothing, no hot meals. The hot meals we had was, they had to bring it from the DFAC. Like, it was horrible. The DFAC is dining facility. DFAC means dining facility. They had to bring it to us, and it was really horrible. Like, I can't even start telling you. Looking back, and it's a year. When I was in basic training, I didn't think I was going to graduate. That was how much I doubted myself. But going through all of this, my weapons qualification, even the days when it snowed, like, it was icy, even the days it was really cold, my fingers were shivering, like, my fingers were numb. Points where I had frostbites, I had things all over my fingers, I couldn't use my fingers, I was miserable. I had my platoon members helping me a lot of times when they had to take me away and give me there was this thing they call hot hands. I had to rub my hands around it. Times when my legs were numb, times when my tears turned into ice. Like, I just can't be grateful enough for everything I went through in basic training. It was hard. It was really hard. It was difficult, but I made it and I graduated. And I'm a soldier today. Today I don't struggle with PT tests, even though my knees are still bad, but hey, you gotta live with it, because my condition is actually something that wouldn't go away. I just have to find a way and walk around it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm grateful to God that I'm able to be here 1 year out of my 6 years contract. 1 year today. This is my 2nd year in the Army, so 2 years, 1 year and a little bit, 19 more to go. Today I was just looking back, I was like, wow, I really did all of this. We just had letters that people wrote to us, like our family members and things. I remember the first phone call we had, I called my dad and he didn't pick up. Like, it was bad. Like, I felt so bad. The second time, I I did not call my dad because I was like, I didn't know if he was at work. I called my sister. I sent them a picture. I'm going to try and see if I can find the picture and put it here. It was horrible. I looked so horrible. Looking back at that picture, I never want to beat that soldier. Like, I never ever want to beat that soldier. I was crying. I remember crying when I got my phone, and I was just crying. I couldn't talk a lot, and they were basically counting down how many minutes we had. And then on Sundays when we had to get our phone, those were days I looked forward to those days to get my phone. And at some point my phone felt brand new to me. I was like, I felt like it was gonna spoil or something. And at the end of basic training, my phone, I wasn't so addicted to my phone. I wasn't so attached to my phone anymore, even though right now I'm attached to my phone again. But at that point, like, it didn't mean anything to me, you know. And being out of basic training and seeing stories of people who died, seeing stories of people who didn't make it, seeing stories of people who were found dead, like, I'm just grateful, you know. I'm just grateful. I'm not the best, I'm not the strongest, but God counted me worthy to be among those who graduated. I had people who were on crutches with me. I had people who were on profile with me. Some people didn't graduate. They met all the requirements, but they didn't heal, so they didn't graduate. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for everybody that I know who went to basic training. Maybe not with me, but they're soldiers and they made it. My sister, my friends, even my friend that just graduated naval training, like, it's just God, okay? It's just God. It's not about the courage and everything, but it's just a privilege to be able to make it and be here. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below. Celebrate with me. It's my 1 year as a full-blown soldier. Celebrate with me. I am excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. If you have watched this video up to this point, you are the real OG, and I am grateful for you too. Thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. Please don't forget to share and like and leave this video a comment. Tell me what you think. Celebrate with me. If you don't know what to comment, just say congratulations, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.